Warning. Please note, I am not a physician or dietitian. Everything contained in this video is my opinion, based on my own personal dieting experience, and is solely meant as an example of the possible results. Everyone has their own physical and mental situations, and should not use my example as a guaranteed path to similar results. Anyone starting a diet should check with their physician first. Good luck in your journey. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I suggest you go back and start with the week 1 video to follow along with my journey to healthy living. You can use these videos as a roadmap to your own journey. If you're just curious, in a nutshell, I'm on a journey to lose 120 pounds, and I share with you everything I eat and any exercises I do on a daily basis. Then I show you the results at the end of the week. So last week I lost 9.6 pounds, so because it was the first week, my total weight loss so far is 9.6 pounds. So I'm starting the week at 303 pounds. So this week was a busy one. Golf, boat cruise, brewery, dining out. Should be interesting results this week. Get started. Day 1, Sunday. So after a 12-hour fast, we went to a restaurant for breakfast, where I had a 3-egg cheese omelet, 1/4 cup of baked beans, and 6 tomato slices. Not what I'm used to at that restaurant, but I did enjoy it. Dinner was Costco chicken day. I had 2 chicken legs with some St. Hubert poutine sauce. Carb-wise, there are better options out there like dipping sauce from Swiss Chalet, but we will improve as we go. To that meal, I added a cup of steamed broccoli and 2 pieces of toasted keto bread with margarine to dip in the gravy. This was a very satisfying meal. For snacks, I had the 60 grams of kielbasa. Today was outdoor pool day, probably the last one for this summer, and I spent about an hour and a half swimming with the grandkids, and in total, I took 533 steps. Day 2, Monday. On Monday, I had a 13-hour fast and had 60 grams of kielbasa to break that fast, then had 2 cheese and bacon tortillas for lunch and a hamburger and Caesar salad for dinner, and then 6 pieces of the steak strip jerky for a snack. I took 780 steps today. Day 3, Tuesday. Today was golf day, so after a 13-hour fast, I had my standard 5 pepperettes while golfing. Then for dinner, I had a hot chicken sandwich. I substituted the poutine sauce for chalet sauce, saved 2 carbs there, and I used the meat from 1 chicken leg and 2 slices of keto bread. I also had half a cup of canned green peas. For snacks, I had 4 of the small pepperonis and 73 grams of peanuts. Golf really helped me elevate my steps today with a whopping 10,480 steps. Maybe I should keep the ball in the fairway. I say a whopping 10,480 steps, but in a few months I will hopefully be saying I only took 10,480 steps today without playing golf. Day 4, Wednesday. Wednesday was an unusual day. We left the house at 9:30 a.m. and drove 2.5 hours to go on a 2-hour boat cruise. So by the time I finally got to eat, it was 3:30 in the afternoon, resulting in a 17-hour fast. I don't know if it's because I was busy all day, but I didn't really start feeling hungry until we were driving to the brewery, where we had an early dinner. For dinner, I had a pound of hot wings and Caesar salad. I ordered them not breaded, but they did have a little breading on them, so you have to be careful at restaurants. I also had a pint of light beer with dinner. After we drove home, the wives wanted to end the day with a visit to our favorite ice cream place, so I did indulge, but it was sugar-free ice cream. Surprisingly, I only took 6,480 steps. It seemed like so much more though. All in all, it was a great day, and I was only slightly over on calories and fat and lower on carbs. Day 5, Thursday. I ended up with a 16-hour fast, as I forgot to bring myself something to eat, and I was too busy to stop at home to pick up something. I drive for a living. I could have stopped somewhere to pick up something, but I kept thinking about the usual things I would pick up at Tim Hortons and couldn't justify the carbs or calories, so I just kept driving. I finally picked up some kielbasa at home, and then for dinner, I just made a bowl of leftover chicken with Swiss Chalet sauce, and for a snack later, I just had a piece of cheese, and that kept me satisfied. I was really low on calories, carbs, and fat today, but I didn't feel hungry. I only took 3,857 steps today. Day 6, Friday. Today I was back to a 13-hour fast, which I broke with a Robert Irvine protein bar. I'm not sponsored by them, but those bars are fantastic. You can find them at Costco. So for lunch, I just grabbed some kielbasa and some cheese. For dinner, I had, you guessed it, Caesar salad and a grilled chicken leg with back attached. I then snacked on kielbasa and cheese again. I did pretty well with my macros, hitting below on most of my targets, except for sodium. My sodium intake is always high, and that can be attributed to prepared foods, like the gravy. I will have to keep an eye on that. Seems my chicken has very high sodium. That's weird. 7,440 steps today. Day 7, Saturday. Dreaded Saturday eating. 13-hour fast today, broken with cheese and kielbasa. Then we went to Boston Pizza, where I had real oven-roasted hot wings and Caesar salad, and I had a 22-ounce Michelob Ultra. After dinner we visited friends, where I had another Michelob Ultra, only a 12-ounce can this time, and I snacked on some peanuts. I took 7,261 steps today, and I was successful at keeping my macros in check. Good for me. Let's have a look at the macros for the last 2 weeks. As you can see, I am keeping my net carbs below 30, which I think is important. I would like to see my fat go down a bit, but fat does keep you feeling full longer, and if I'm losing weight, then I'm not too worried about it. Keto calls for very high fat, but I don't think it's necessary to go out of my way to eat fat. I eat a lot of chicken wings and pork chops, so they have a lot of fat already. I'm going to stay the course until I start to plateau, at which time I will shake things up a bit. Okay, let's move on. Here are some of the meals I had this week. The omelette with tomato slices I had at the restaurant Sunday morning, the hamburger Monday, the chicken dinner Tuesday, the wings at the brewery Wednesday, the chicken and gravy bowl from Thursday, and the chicken leg dinner from Friday. All those meals were good and satisfying. Then we have a few of the products used this week, the pepperonis I have at golf, and the no sugar added barbecue sauce, and, oh look, it's me. One picture before my haircut and one after. That a good looking guy right there. Also, we have a few pictures of our adventures this week. There is no reason to stop living just because you're trying to lose weight. With a low carb diet, you can usually find something to eat, and most places will have chicken wings. Just stay away from the breaded ones. Alright, so now for the moment of truth. My weight at the end of week 2 was 301.2 pounds, which is a loss of only 1.8 pounds. So compared to last week, that looks pretty bad. But if you remember, I said I would probably lose about 2 pounds a week, so just a little short. But considering I ate out 3 times, had 3 beers, and no real exercise, I think 1.8 pounds is pretty good. Pat on the back for me and anyone else following along and realizing the same results. At this rate, it will take 54 weeks to reach my goal, so around October 2025. I will keep doing the math to see how close we come to that time frame. So thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, every small step counts. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss next week's update. I hope to build a small community of people facing similar challenges. Join me next week as I continue this journey and share more tips, meals, and workouts. Let's motivate each other. Feel free to comment if you have any thoughts on foods, exercises, or tips and tricks that may be useful, or just comment to say hi. Until next time, stay healthy and keep pushing towards your goals. Have a great week.